Let's dive a little into the history of how pips came. The game really changed after the collapse of the Bretton Woods system in 1971. Before this, currencies were fixed to the US dollar, meaning exchange rates did not move in small decimals. For example, if euro to US dollar was at 2, it would simply be 2. There were no smaller movements like 2.1234. But after the collapse, currencies were allowed to float freely, and this introduced movements even in small decimal values. This is where big banks started speculating on price movements using these smaller changes which were cents then. However, that still wasn't enough, because money was not moving fast enough for the level of trading they wanted. So they went deeper and introduced something called a pip, which stands for percentage in point. Think of it like breaking down currency units. If you take 1 unit of currency, like a dollar or a shilling, the smallest common division is a cent. But beyond the cent, there is an even smaller measurement, that is the pip. It's similar to time, from hours to minutes, and from minutes to seconds. Each level breaks the unit into smaller parts for more precise measurement. Now here is where it becomes powerful. 1 unit of currency contains 100 cents, and each cent can be divided further into 100 pips. That means 1 full unit of currency equals 10,000 pips if you multiply 100 cents and 100 pips. So for a currency to move from 1 to 2, that is a movement of 10,000 pips. Even if a currency only moves 4 cents in a day, that equals 400 pips. This is what made the system so effective. Banks no longer needed large price movements to make money. Even small movements could generate significant trading opportunities, meaning trades were always available even when the market looked slow. Now, as we connect this with what we learned before, remember that in CFD trading, the contract represents the lot size, which is the amount, and the difference represents the pip movement, which is the distance. This is how the system comes together, lots and pips working hand in hand to measure money and movement in the market. Before we go into pip value, which changes depending on different currency pairs, we need to first understand how quotes, pairs, their letters representation, currency symbols, and decimal places work. Since this system was developed around banking and money, everything must connect clearly for you to fully understand it. In the next lesson, we will break down quotes, currency pairs, letter representations, and decimal placements. Stay tuned, and don't forget to like and subscribe.